Hello and welcome, astrology explorers. Welcome to Bella Star Astrology, again, where we explore all of the amazing things happening in the stars and how they affect us every day. Today, I wanted to talk about the new moon in Libra, which is happening on October 6th. This will be a time to rebuild your relationships, reinforce your connections, but more importantly, it's a wonderful time to have those hard conversations because Libra is being so supportive and diplomatic in the way you use your language. So if you have something important to say, if you have something that's been on your mind, that's been bothering you, or that you've been thinking about more and more, take the time to come to your loved one, to your lover, to your business partner, and have that real conversation about where things are going or how you'd like to improve your relationships. And especially with Pluto energy that's happening on the 7th, you want to make sure that you are actually taking advantage and having those conversations with your partner. And as Pluto goes direct, actually it's the 6th, I'm so sorry. So Pluto goes direct on the 6th, and those power dynamics will also be at play when you are having these conversations. What is going on in your relationship? How can you improve it? How can you bring it back into balance, right? This is all about Libra and bringing life back into balance. And for each sign, we're going to discuss how your life can be back in balance according to where Libra is in your astrology. Now, I go by your rising, moon, or sun sign. More importantly, it will hit your rising and some of your moon and sun, but you want to make sure you know your rising sign by going to websites like astro.com and looking up your personal chart. You will need your birth time to be exact. Now, in terms of what you want to bring to your life during this time, it's just really digging in and bringing balance back into it. And that's what this moon is all about. For each of the signs, it will be hitting different aspects. But in more importantly, I want you to make sure that you are focusing on improving your life, focusing on bringing balance. And I'm going to go through each sign, starting with Aries. Aries, it's time to bring balance back into your relationships and into your business partnerships. In what ways have you been struggling to communicate what you want or communicate what you need from your partner in order to improve the relationship? This is the time to take advantage during this new moon and really emphasize what it is that you are needing from your relationships. For Taurus, the balance is going to be needed in your health, in your in your work life. Sorry. So it might be that you are emphasizing too much the work that you're doing, or you're not giving enough time to enjoy your life and really live your healthy habits, or even give time to your pets. What you want to do is evaluate what's going on and see where you're giving too much attention, too much overlooking the needs of your personal health and work life. Then we have Gemini. You're going to be dealing with a lot of imbalance within your children, your relationships with children, and within your romantic partnerships. You want to make sure that you're looking at this from a wider perspective. As a Gemini, you tend to jump from thing to thing to thing without really realizing how you're affecting either your romantic partnerships or your children. You want to make sure that you bring that back into balance and see where you can give more of yourself or where you can actually step back and set some boundaries within those relationships so you can have a little bit more free time. Let's say when it comes to children, for example, if you're seeing yourself giving more than your partner is giving, it might cause an imbalance within your romantic life. So make sure you have those conversations either with your romantic partner or with your, within yourself about what you have to improve in order to balance out that dynamic. Then we have Cancer. And you really want to bring balance back to some of the things in your home and in your family. Libra's in the 4th house for Cancer. So this is all about the home. It's all about how you are really emphasizing your work within the home, your role within your family. Are you giving too much? Are you not receiving enough? And what it is that you need to do to bring balance back to that. Maybe it could be a conversation with your family. Maybe it could be that you are not spending enough time with them and you would like to spend more time and have that conversation, or even set up a date where everyone can get together. Then we have Leo. Leo, this is going to be in your third house. So it's really going to be about bringing balance to some business transactions you're doing, small traveling, as well as your driving, short distance travel, and really how you are dealing with those things. Are you giving enough attention to your car? Are you giving enough attention to the practices that you're doing in business? Is it ethical? Is it something that is within your feeling of prosperity? Or are you feeling like it's dragging you down? Are you feeling like your vehicle is not good enough for the type of work that you are doing? And most importantly, is it supporting your ability to help your financial life, etc.? Because all of these things are interconnected. And most importantly, are you giving enough time to your extended family? You might be too focused on your immediate family that you miss out on really spending time with those outside of that. Then we move on to Virgo. And Virgo, it's all about your finances. Libra's in your second house. So you're really focusing on bringing balance back to the expenses. And maybe you haven't been as organized as you can be when it comes to your finances. And then, of course, your habits of eating, because it is about what you consume, it's about what you find luxurious. Maybe you're shifting what you are interested in consuming in terms of the food that you eat, the luxuries that you feel are necessary for your life. They might be shifting. You might be needing a little bit more, or trying to balance it out and reel it in your spending so that you're able to have and set goals in the long term, retirement, etc. Then we have Libra. And this is all about you. Everything that I said in the first part of this video, that is literally everything that you have to do. So with that being said, this could be about your life, your finances, your romantic partnerships, and especially when it comes to where you've been out of balance in every aspect of your chart. So how you can improve all of this is by really sitting down and, following the new moon ritual that I'll be putting at the end of the video. So stay tuned so that you can really understand how you can improve all those areas of your life through the practices that are available, right? So again, make sure that you're taking an analysis of your whole life if you're a Libra and seeing where it's out of balance during this full new moon, Then we have Scorpio. Yes, the balance is going to be about relaxing. Where have you not been mellowing out? Where have you been over analyzing everything and really meticulous? And as a water sign, sometimes you need a little bit of fluidity. So this could be a time for you to relax. It could be a time for you to recharge your battery, to explore what your dreams are telling you and what sort of unconscious thoughts you've been putting into practice that are not necessarily supportive of your future. So make sure that you are looking at all of these areas or all of the areas of your life where you are subconsciously sabotaging yourself, and really decide like where you want to go with this moment, right? And then of course, taking a vacation, looking at where you can go, maybe at the end of Libra season, or before the next new moon, that you can really like relax and mellow out. Now we move on to Sagittarius. And this is really going to be about the dreams, the long term goals that you will have, Sagittarius. So look at all of the ways that you have not been in balance when it comes to your dream? Have you overexerted yourself? Have you put too much on the table and you can't focus on the things that you love anymore? Or better yet, are you ignoring your friendships in order to achieve all of the goals that you have? Your friends are a valuable part of your life, Sagittarius. You really need them. So important. So important. So make sure you give time to your friendships, time to the long term goals, and really evaluate if all of the activities that you're doing are really serving you and serving you as a human being, living that whole full life, right? Then we have Capricorn, and you're really going to bring balance back to your career. There might be some activities or things that you've been wanting to do, or maybe even something you've been wanting to learn to improve your standing in the world that you haven't taken full advantage of yet. And it's really time, high time, really, for Capricorn, because I know you guys move slow, to make the moves that you need to make. Whatever it's going to take, connecting with the people that are going to help you get there, having the conversations with your mentor about what you want to do, and then maybe being a mentor to someone who really needs you. This is the time to holistically approach your career and decide what direction you're going to go in. This is an open book as to whether or not it's imbalance to stay where you are, or you would like to find a lifestyle where you can improve your life and improve the outcomes that you receive, right? And then we have Aquarius, and you're bringing balance back into your learning and travel. So what is the world offering you right now, Aquarius? You're such a curious person, and you're always looking for something new and exciting to learn about, but you always know it has to be in balance with what you already know. So your belief systems may have been challenged over the last year, and this Libra new moon is here to ask you, what new things do you want to learn or add on to your personal learning experiences? And that can include something like a travel experience, a cultural experience that will really open your mind. And as an Aquarius, you know you're set in your thoughts, you're set in your ideologies. But this Libra New Moon reminds you that you don't have to be, and that sometimes things are not as they appear. So go out there, find a new guru, or even be the guru for someone who really needs your knowledge, and explore new ways of doing things. It's never too late to be a lifelong learner, which you are, but to a certain extent, you're very stubborn in what you already believe and challenging it. So maybe it's time to take yourself out of your personal learning shell and explore new thought, new experiences, new horizons when it comes to what you're learning in this lifetime. And then finally, we have Pisces, and you're going to really want to balance out how you are feeling about the secrets that you're keeping or the finances that you're managing for others. You're not being so clear about how it's being managed, or maybe how you're feeling about it. Is it a tug and go with the person whose money you're managing, and you're not being honest that it's too hard for you, or that maybe they're not being good to your ability or believing in your ability to do something? Do you need more confidence or more learning when it comes to managing wealth? And then, of course, what fears and secrets are you keeping that are making you feel insecure? Look at all of these things in a well balanced way, as Libra will open your eyes to maybe a new possibility. Maybe you can share with someone you love the things that you're keeping from them. Maybe you can be more open with others, or maybe there are things that you're keeping to protect others, and that you're finally deciding, I can't keep them any longer, or you must keep them for the benefit of that person. But be clear, you might bring up thoughts of insecurity and around the secrets that you're keeping, and how it's not healthy for you anymore. Maybe get therapy so you can work through the trauma of the things that you've experienced in your life. This is a great time to initiate a new therapeutic way of looking at your life. And I hope for the best for you guys, because it is hard when Libra is being hit by that energy where the sun and the moon are there at the same time, because it's highlighting and restricting, like emotionally and on the level of the physical, that you're seeing all of this manifest. Eighth house transits are very hard. So Pisces, love yourself, love on yourself. If you need help, always ask for help. Finally, guys, I just wanted to go through some things that you could do, some new moon rituals that you could do while you are experiencing all of this tumult from the planets going direct and all of this energy of Libra, which is forcing you to face yourself. And I think that's what's beautiful about Libra. As the sign that starts the relationships, or rather the outward experience of your astrology, as opposed to the inward experience of the first through the sixth house or the first six signs, you're really challenged to face yourself, right? Because now you're interacting with the other. In terms of Libra, it means you're interacting with your lover or your business partner and how that molds out in the world. And the balance that you need in your life is the representation of Libra in your astrology. So at this point, once you're in this experience of this new moon, just sit in a quiet place in your home, either at your altar or your meditation space, and really write down on a piece of paper in what ways you've been either too over balanced in one area, where you're putting too much emphasis or you're putting too much energy, or way too lax, or where you'd like to give more of yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you are out of balance, but maybe you didn't even know that you should be doing something and you sort of want to give more to that. And of course, make sure you write at least 3 parts of your life that you like to do it. Don't overwhelm yourself by going through all 12 houses and deciding what you're going to fix. Take the guidance that I gave through all of the signs and maybe focus on that for the next month, until the new moon in in Scorpio comes by. And of course, what I always do at every new moon is set my intentions for the next 28 or so days. And so just sit down in a place, like I said, and write down all of the different things that you can do throughout this month in different areas of your life to bring back balance. For me, this month is all about bringing back balance to the experiences that I'm having with my friends and family, and what we can do together to improve our lives. Now, of course, thank you so much for watching this awesome video and listening to my new moon in Libra predictions. And it will be October 6th, which it's premiering on. It's today, right? For now, make sure that you check out the weekly horoscopes that I do that are posted every Sunday at noon. And if you're not already a part of our community on Instagram, please go to Bella Star Astrology so that you can learn more about astrology and integrate with our community, interact with our community. Thank you. Have a great day and happy new moon.